Hi there and welcome to the channel. I'm back today with a new video, and today's video will be episode 8 of my Hidden Gems and Underrated Game series. Now for anyone new to the channel, anyone unfamiliar with the series, it's fairly straightforward really. As the title suggests, it's where I take a game that I feel has been underrated, for lack of a better word. You know, it's had a stealth release, or it's released very quietly, just onto the PS Store or something like that. You know, it might be a low budget indie game, or it might just be a game that's not been quite a AAA game, that's not got that big AAA push. For whatever reason, it's not got the ad campaigns, all that sort of thing. And so it might be a game, therefore, that you might not even know about. And what I like to do is I take one of those games and I play the first half hour, 20 minutes, first area, first mission, first level, or just a little bit of the overall gameplay, just to show you what the game looks like, what the gameplay is like, and I talk a little bit about it. I review it, you know, sort of I score it a 5, that sort of thing. So that's the gist of what we're going to do today. So as you can see, today's game is Treasure Hunter Simulator, and I'm playing this on the PS5. It is a PS4 game, and right now in the UK, I'm recording this, I believe, on the 22nd of August. Just check. Yep, the 22nd of August. It is currently on sale in the UK store for around £4. I think it's just under. I think it's like £3.79 or something like that. So I highly recommend you go and have a wee look at that and pick it up if it's still on sale at the time that you're watching this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Now I've already played a fair chunk, so we're just going to load the game I've played, which is story mode. Now, all this game really is a metal detecting simulator. So if you're a fan of detectorists, you know, like going out and doing metal detecting and things like that, this game will be right up your alley. You know, if you've always wanted to go treasure hunting, you'll really enjoy this. Likewise, if you like TV shows like The Detectorists, you know, maybe The Curse at Oak Island, or you know, the Pirate Gold at Adak Island, I believe it's called, on Netflix, those sort of shows, then this is probably right up your alley. So without further ado, what you want to do once you load in is you come up to this desk and you bring up your map. Now the first area you'll get is a tutorial area, which is Gettysburg. As you can see, I've already 100%ed that. The second area would be Bavarian Lake, which I've also completed. So I'm going to just jump into one of the areas. I'll go to Scotland, since I'm from Scotland, and we'll finish this off. Now, what happens in this game before I do jump in there is you get, I think you can see emails when you're in each area, and this one's for an area later in the game. I'm not going to do the mission, I'm just showing you it's there. And you get little missions whether it's to find something, to take pictures, to map out the quickest route in an area. They'll pay you to go and do the missions. You get the dollars, you use it to upgrade your metal detectors and buy various metal detectors, starting with the basic analog and going right the way up to the one I'm going to be using in this video, which is the most expensive one, the high-end digital one. So, and that's some of the sort of treasures you can collect and things like that, or I say collect, but find, as you'll see in a moment. So we're just going to jump right in. I'm going to show you the gameplay, which is we're going to go to Scotland, and I'm just going to try and 100% in this area. We'll see how I get on with that, and that'll be the video for today. Now, in terms of platinums, it's a very straightforward platinum trophy for anybody looking for an easy platinum. I'd reckon it takes somewhere in the region of 8 to 10 hours to completely platinum this game, and it's very straightforward. So all you do is you walk about like this in the area, and right on cue you'll see a wee beeping and that magnifying glass comes up. At that point on the PlayStation controller you press triangle to bring up your detector, and you just wait for the square to fill. That shows you you're getting closer to the point. Further away again. It's around here somewhere. And when it lights up like that, you press X to dig. As you can see on my digital detector, I can tell that it's a small item and that it is deep, and I believe it said it was iron there. I didn't quite catch what the metal was. I think it said iron. So we'll see what we've found. Yes, it was iron. It was a nail. So, moving on. Now there is a run button, so you can speed it up, which is why the platinum can be done so much quicker. You can run about very fast doing it. I like to take my time, that way you don't miss much. And to be honest, it's just quite a wee relaxing game, quite enjoyable, bit of fun. And I do feel it really captures the spirit of metal detecting and things like that, as it's supposed to. Now, it's not without its flaws. There is some graphical flaws, as you'll see, no doubt, when I'm playing the game. Like you sort of glitch through the scenery and things like that a little bit when you're digging and stuff. But it's nothing major, nothing game breaking happened in the game. Although admittedly I'm playing this quite some time after it launched, I believe. I think this was a game that came out in 2018 or thereabouts. Now if you want to see where you've been, I'll get back to that, where that is. If you want to see where you've been, you can bring up your map. The grey icon's a pointer, the orange one's where we're at. And all these dots are the areas we've checked on the map. So you can plan out your route and plan out a grid search, if you will, of the areas you're looking at. These bits here, or this bit here anyway, is where you found and dug treasure already. That shows in your map so you can see where you found stuff. And then obviously that just shows you what jobs you've got active in the area. So, let's find this. Up here somewhere. Now there is some music in each area normally, but I've got that muted for YouTube just so in case it copyrights. So there is a backing track and not just the wind gusting that you can hear at the minute. Again, you can press circle to see how much you've found and the value of the items you've found. Just to bring up your menu. But there's not much more to the game than what we're doing here. It's very, as I said, very straightforward. But quite enjoyable, quite relaxing. I think you'll find if you play it, you'll probably enjoy it. I certainly would recommend it. If I was to give it a rating out of 5, as I said at the start, I like to try and sort of rate them. I would probably say 4 stars out of 5 maybe, or 4 out of 5, whatever your rating system is. It's been a little while since I've done one of these videos, so I can't remember whether it was stars or whatever, but yeah, I think I would give it 4 out of 5. It's quite an enjoyable game. The only downside is obviously the lack of a real sort of story mode, if you will. I mean, the story mode in this is just sort of fetch missions, really. And as I say, some graphical issues, but nothing game breaking and nothing overly major that takes away from the enjoyment of the game itself. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to take too long. I'm just going to do a quick sweep of the entire area and see how we do for percentage wise in the league. Miraculous magic. Yep. And I use this piece of metal. An axe head. Bottle cap, typical. And so as you can see, this is pretty much all there is to the game, is just digging for treasure. So we'll go back to the office and I'll show you. Right, so what I would recommend is I wouldn't recommend you do it like that, because obviously I haven't made very much money from that mission and it costs you to go to these locations in the game, like in virtual money obviously. Yeah, but that's it. That's basically the gist of the game. You go treasure hunting and it's quite a relaxing, quite an enjoyable wee game. You know, you just basically upgrade and manage your money and upgrade your detectors and travel to and from places. And most of the time, the jobs you get, as long as you complete the job so you're at a location, you know, you can see that you get $400 for doing the pictures in that area. Basically pays for the travel itself. So you're just saving up your fines basically to buy the better metal detectors. Very simple, very straightforward platinum, very enjoyable and relaxing. Yeah, highly recommend it. Personally, if you're into this sort of game, you absolutely love it. And that's really it basically. Very simple video today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more content from this series or more content from the channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and thanks very much for watching. It's truly appreciated. Have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again. Bye bye.